Hi, you guys. Okay, so you knew I was coming with some type of video after all this Kanye craziness. If y'all don't keep up with Kanye, he just released a song which is very silly and funny. Um, it's called. It starts off like you think it's gonna be a serious song. Comes off with a good beat. It's like, oh, this song like this is gonna be a good song. It's called "Lift Yourself." Lift Yourself. It starts off with like this really good beat and then the background singing and some samples and saying, lift yourself up, which is, oh, that's a good message. And then Kanye comes on and it's like, wait till you hear this next verse. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so. And then he starts to say, whoop de whoop, scoop, poop. Whoop de whoop, scoop, poop. And then like this weird sound in the background, like a cat meowing. That's what it sounded like to me. And I was like, this reminds me I need to change my cat litter box. So basically what I think happened, I'm not 100% sure, is like someone asked him what's the next song going to be or what his next release is going to be. And maybe he was joking about it and he was like whoop-de-whoop poop or whatever. And then he literally put it out. He was like, I'm going to go and make a song and put this weird verse in it that sounds silly. Whoop-de-whoop, poop, scoop, poop, poop, or whatever. And I'm going to get paid. And now the song is trending. It's everywhere, right? It's hilarious. There's already videos on reactions of hearing the song. That's how silly it is. People's like, oh, he's gone crazy. He's crazy now. But he's not crazy, you guys. He's using a form of psychic vampirism. He's also using alchemy. He's using alchemy and he's gathering energy. He's gathering people saying his name again. He's gathering power again. And in a way that most people probably wouldn't gather power. But at this time, this is the easiest way to get the most at the same time from everyone. Okay? So he tried to explain it to people on his channel. If you go check out his YouTube channel, he is being filmed talking about why he's said certain things, why he's done certain things, and that it's all about the power and the energy that he's getting from it. And it doesn't matter what it is, it's getting reaction. And he's like, okay, talking with other rappers, and they're saying, but why would you do that when you know it hurts other people's feelings? When you put this hat on your head that says make America great again because, Donald Trump or whatever is racist or whatever. He's like, I don't have to agree with whatever Donald Trump or half of what Donald Trump is doing. I see what he has done and I can admire, that he's done the impossible, like, become president. And, from a businessman to the president, basically. So he's like, I don't have to agree with what he's saying. I'm just saying my role model isn't Michael Jordan. It's Disney. Basically he's saying he's looking further than color, than racism and things like that. He's seeing that the impossible has been done and he admires that in a person. And I also understand because when you get to a certain point, even Michael Jackson said, I admire the genius of, a certain well-hated dictator. I admire the genius of him getting all these people to follow him and for all the things that he's accomplished. But he doesn't agree with what that person believed in. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? So you can admire someone's genius, even if it's evil genius, and turn it around and make it work for you or make it work in a different way. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. If you see the energy, the power in something, and you can take from it, and create what you want to create out of it, great. You know, the saying "learn from the masters and outdo them" is literal. So the best people to study are people that the world disagrees with. Because how did they get into all that power if people did not disagree? I mean, if people disagreed with them so much, how did they get that? That's pretty powerful. When something or someone that you don't like gets into a high position, how did that happen? Now that is power. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's studying. He's creating that for himself. He can't win being the good guy. You have to become the villain sometimes in order to do what you could not do as, whatever, the average or the good. Just saying. So what he's doing is he's turning everything around and he's saying, look, I know what I'm doing. I can make a song about poop and scoop and have some weird cat robot in the background and still get paid. Okay. I can transmute you calling me crazy and I can make money off of that. I can say and put on a hat that says "Make America Great Again" and take a picture with Donald Trump and still not agree with him. It might hurt your feelings, but what I see, what I admire in certain things and certain people in certain situations is the power and the influence and the stir of emotions and the attention that it gets. And no matter if it's good or bad, it is energy. And energy becomes power. And power becomes influence. And influence changes the world. Okay? So a lot of people are only thinking on one dimension when they think about how crazy Kanye is. They're only thinking on one dimension. If you study spiritual alchemy, if you study Hermeticism, you understand what he's doing. Okay, it's an alchemical move. That's all it is. It's a chess move. Okay, it's not a politically correct. It's not I want everyone to like me, so I need to conform. It's how can I get the most energy and the most publicity and the most, people talking about me and the most response from everyone and not have to worry about what people think. How can I be this artist that can stir up craziness and still get paid off of being crazy? Okay, y'all have to remember he's a Gemini. He admired Michael Jackson and Prince. So he's doing a lot of the type of things that they were doing, but he's more open and honest with his, he's more open and honest with his plans and the reason why he does things. He's open and honest with it because at the end of the day, he wants you to understand him. He wants you to figure it out. He doesn't want to leave you sitting there twiddling your thumbs like Prince did. Or he doesn't want you to think that, what he's doing is not on purpose like MJ did. So, sorry guys. So that's what, like, my friend is texting me right now because I sent her the song that he made. And she's like, what the? He's talking about a pooper scooper? LOL. Yes, and still got paid. Okay. I'm just responding to her because, like, we were talking about this earlier today. Okay. ... Alchemy. Okay, so he basically turned lead into gold. Just like the dung beetle, in the ancient Egyptian text, they have the dung beetle that starts off rolling the poop until he gets this giant ball and raises it up to the sun. And, that's the symbol. It looks like the sun, but it's a dung beetle. So he takes all of that and he makes something fantastic and great, circular, geometry, sacred geometry, circle, So he creates out of crap. He creates from crap, basically. And it's amazing, right? So no matter what you think of anyone, sometimes you just don't understand what they're doing. You don't understand. If you don't understand what someone's doing, sit back and watch and see how they prosper from it. It doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. That's the key to a real alchemist. You don't have to agree with the moral standings of the next person to learn from them or to admire their technique. All you got to do is pay attention to the aspect of them that you want to acquire. It's just like when people work with certain gods, goddesses, deities, energies. They're not worshiping or saying, I like this thing or like this person. They want certain aspects from the energy of the god, goddess, being, whatever. They would like to become more like those aspects. And that's exactly what Kanye is trying to convey. And I think I haven't heard the other song with him and T.I. because I didn't want to listen to it with my kids in the car because I know there's some curse words in it. So I'm going to listen to that later and I might get with y'all later about that. But y'all don't think he's crazy. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's very smart and he's probably just crazy and upset because everyone else is dumb and doesn't understand him, or they're not understanding him because he's coming from a different place, which is transmutation. You know what I'm saying? He takes what he likes from certain things, he transmutes it into profit. But his only problem is people are not understanding what he's doing. They don't get him. So what he needs to really do is like he's doing now. Post stuff so people can get it. So people can understand what he's talking about. Because they're just going to label you crazy. People are still going to say he's crazy. But I understand. Okay, you're going to make a song about poop and scoop and have a cat in the background. Okay, you got some cats. Okay. Just reminded me to change my cat litter box. But I like the song. He did it, it's funny. He still make money off of it. He make people laugh. He says, I know y'all think I'm crazy, so here you go. Here's your crazy. Now you got videos that are like trending on it. So crazy, genius, thin line. Crazy, eccentric, thin line. The line is money. Okay? You're crazy if you're broke. You're eccentric if you got money. And that's exactly what he's trying to say. Look, I can't relate to certain things anymore with, people with less than or that's struggling or because I'm not there anymore. I can't relate to that. All I can relate to is my struggle to get to where I want to be. Okay, so please stop trying to bring me back down to the struggle and you need to help and you need to stand for this cause and this cause. Any man knows that in order to accomplish what you want in this world, you got to stand for your cause first and foremost. Then you can stand for other people's causes. But if you don't get to your cause and accomplish what you're trying to accomplish first and foremost, you can't help anyone else. And that's what people don't understand about Kanye. He's trying to accomplish something before he wants to help anybody else. It's about what he's trying to do. And I don't really know what he's trying to do, but obviously he does. And he's just going to try every angle that he can until he gets it. It doesn't matter what it is, A lot of people are angry and upset with him because he married Kim Kardashian. Okay, great. But at the end of the day, she's still like very famous, very influential. She's this and that, and it doesn't matter if people like her or hate her. She's still making money even through people's hate, she makes money, just like he's starting to do now. So instead of like a lot of people say, oh, he's gone, he's, the Kardashians got him, and he's actually learning from them, believe it or not. Okay, you see how they make money off of controversy, craziness, turned, negatives into positive. They transmute things. That Mama Chris is crazy. She's a good businesswoman. I ain't gonna lie. So he's learning, if anything, from them. He's not gone crazy. He's gone a different angle. Because it's easy to see. It's easy to see if you study alchemy what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. All he got to do is come out and drop a great album. And people will love him even more. Just for being crazy. Just for being different. Just for being him and owning himself. And that's what a true alchemist does. An artist does. They take whatever they can take and they create gold from it. Doesn't matter if it's trash, poop, scoop, whoop-de-whoop. Don't matter what it is. They can create profit from it. Anything you throw at them, they will take it, whoop it up, scoop it up, poop it out, and get paid. Okay? So, if you don't like Kanye, great. A lot of people don't like him. Learn from what he's doing. Learn how to transmute energy. Learn how to take negative energy, positive energy, weird energy, crazy energy, and suck it all up and use it to your advantage. Get your name out there. Get people talking. Get people doing this. Get doing that. And once you do that, you don't have to do as much work because you let all that negative energy work for you. And when you're ready to turn it around, all you got to do is come out and do what you do best. And bam, there you go. You got it. So don't label people crazy. Pay attention to what they're doing very closely. Because if they end up with more money in their pockets after the fact that they've done something offensive or crazy or that you don't understand, it's possible that they have just transmuted their situation and used alchemy and psychic vampirism to get what they need. Okay? A lot of people do this all the time and they don't even realize what they're doing. But the difference is, y'all have my cat's blanket. The difference is he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. He might be trying a little bit too hard, but that's just him. That's his personality. We can't expect anything else from him. Not anymore. If he went back to normal, he'd be boring. Nobody would check for him. He'd be like, oh, it's just Kanye. But when you're unpredictable, when you are doing things as such, people are anticipating your next move, okay? You got this energy on you. You got this perspective. You got people following you, even if they don't like you. That is power. You don't understand. And if you do figure this out and you do understand, let me know in the comments below. And tell me what you think of that song. It's called... That response was hilarious. It's called Lift Yourself. I have it on Tidal. I don't know if it's, I think it's on YouTube. You're going to laugh. Okay. If you want a good laugh tonight, go listen to that song. If I can, I'll try to put it in the description box. All right.